Welcome back, everybody, to another Ford Mustang video. This is LIFEBrickS, also known as Tyler. And yeah, I made one of these videos back in, I believe, May, pretty much saying, 1 month of owning a Ford Mustang Ecoboost, and pretty much going over some of the pros and the cons about it. And now it has been about 4 months of me owning it. I bought this April 11th, 2020, and it's about August 9th as I'm filming this. So yeah, about 4 months, and since the last video, I've obviously done a whole lot new things to it. I've done modifications to it. I've of course driven it a whole lot more. It's at about 7,000 miles now, which again I'm not necessarily proud of. It's I don't want to run this thing into the ground too quick, but of course I'm not going to be driving it in the winter. I do still have my other car over there for the winter, which I do kind of drive here and there nowadays. If I'm just going somewhere quick, I'll take the other car. But yeah, let's get into this, guys, and kind of go over my honest review over it, some opinions, and yeah, so definitely since the last time I filmed this video, there's definitely one or two things I definitely wish this car had, compared to when I first got it and didn't really know better. But yeah, so pretty much some of the first modifications I'll go over, I guess, that I did was I got I put the 2.3T badges on either side in gloss black. I think that complements it really well. I figured at that point I kind of like the badging there. I think it looks good. Black goes with the car, and it has a turbo in it. And I've done a different modification, or a new modification. I put a blow-off valve adapter in there, not a actual blow-off valve. It's just the American Muscle C&L blow-off valve adapter. I believe it was 80 bucks or so, 70 bucks, around there. And I'll actually roll a clip of it playing right here, so I'll roll that. All right, guys, so after that, so you guys heard the blow-off valve adapter, and I figured at that point, kind of just emphasize it even more, put the 2.3T badge on the side. I believe I had, actually, no, I did not have the white pinstripes the last video, so I added white pinstripes. I bought, a whole roll of it, like, 40 feet of it, at AutoZone for about 8 bucks. I think it really does wonders for the car. Definitely pops the, the red and the black just enough, adds a third color in there without making it too crazy, and I really do like it. Again, this looks, in my opinion, one of the best Ecoboost I've seen. I'm very proud of how I did this build. It came stock, it came already really good, but again, with some of these modifications, I really do like it. Definitely kind of has a semi GT350 feel. Of course, the front end is a whole lot different, but with that striping, I definitely feel like it does kind of get a GT350 feel a little bit for what it is. Another modification I did was I put some rear window louvers on right here. These are just very cheap louvers I got. I paid, I think, 20 bucks for the pair. I kind of want to just kind of get a feel for them. I didn't really want to, I didn't want to spend too much money on them. So I spent 20 bucks for the two. They were made, they're from a US seller on eBay. You can get them really cheap on eBay. You can get those, again, 20-25 bucks for each side. They're just a matte black though, they're not gloss black, so it doesn't really go with the with the wheels are clean. It doesn't really match the wheels that well, or that, but it definitely does fit in the little windowsill part right here. It does kind of match the color pretty good there. And overall, again, I don't see anything wrong with it. The color is just fine for me, and again, for how cheap I got them for, I can't really complain. I do eventually want to get a rear window louver, but I'm looking around. The cheapest I can really get one for is about $100, and there's not really something I have right now that I want to spend on it. And I think it would look good, but that might be maybe a next spring, 2021 little addition I put on, just because I've done a lot to this car, obviously. And for what it is, everything internally is still stock, of course. I mean, the blow-off valve adapter, that is just a little plug and place pretty much. I can just definitely take that out within 10 minutes if I really had to. Other than that, everything internally stock. I'm gonna keep that way for a little bit. Of course, don't want to risk any warranties. And now that we're in the back, guys, you guys see the big thing right here. I did put the halo taillights on the back end right here. So if you guys don't know that a Mustang usually has tri-bar lights, I'll throw up a little comparison picture of the two. Yeah, this is pretty much a modification that I saw this mod, kind of before about the car. I've seen it around, never in person. I've seen it on a couple videos, of course. They were always about, these are about $500 to $600 retail, like on American Muscle and stuff like that. But I was actually able to get this pair off of a Facebook group that I'm in. And actually, there's the Ford Mustang Ecoboost Mustang group on Facebook. And Yeah, I was able to get these for $225 shipped right here, so not too bad at all. And they were brand new in the box. I think the seal was broken, but everything else was still sealed inside. I think he was just saying he had a lot of mods for the car he was going to put on, and he just kind of had to get some of the money back for some bills, and didn't have time to put any of the things on, and these were one of them. So these are the regular ones, you know, with the red. They're not the smoked out ones or anything. And again, I think they look pretty cool. I think on my car, I'll throw up the bigger image right here of you know, me at the gas pump. I think that picture looks very, very cool. Definitely kind of has a Ferrari-esque feel. Again, I'm not trying to, you know, make this look like a $100,000 car when it's not. But of course, just for what it is, I really do think everything I've done to this blends well. And I do still have the stock taillights. Believe me, I haven't sold them yet. I don't plan on selling them. If anything, I'm actually planning on switching them back to the stock lights within a couple weeks from now. I've had these on for about a month. Mixed opinions, of course. You know, a lot of the, you know, some people do like them, some people don't. At the end of the day, I like them for what they are, but definitely the one thing I am missing is, you know, when I'm out with you know, friends that have Mustangs, or you know, catch up with a fellow Mustang driver on the road, you know, for side by side, you know, from the back, you know, of course, with the pony back there, most people can probably tell it's a Mustang still. But, you know, from the back, it's definitely not exactly how I would like it. You know, if I'm driving with a Mustang, you know, the tri-bars, you know, they're S550, and I've got these lights, you know, it doesn't look the best, I feel. You know, it's definitely unique, but I do miss that feeling of, you know, looking like a true Mustang kind of. So I will switch those back eventually, probably within a couple weeks, but it's so easy to switch them, you know, back and forth that, you know, again, my $225 investment is definitely not wasted. I mean, I can keep these for a while, and if anything, I can sell them and probably make my $200 back, you know, and use them still, because I think $200 if I were to sell them is still a fantastic deal to anyone else that wants them. So there's that. And I guess since then I did get my, I believe I got my license plate in since the last video. I believe I did. So got my license plate, breast cancer awareness. My mom had breast cancer, so I figured I'd do that. The pink, you know, if Indiana definitely does not have the best, you know, plate options. So there's that. Woz right there, kind of my nickname. Figured I'd put that on there. I had some other ideas, but some of them didn't work, and some of them probably would have got me in a little bit of trouble if people would have found out. But I did put that right there. Of course, quad exhaust back there. Love that feature. And yeah, other than that though, guys, you know, I'm a really big fan of this. This is a great daily driver. Again, about 7,000 miles on it. I drive it, you know, probably 6 days a week. And yeah, and since then I've definitely, you know, realized that, again, on normal mode, when I've driven in a couple tanks, I get about 35 miles to the gallon, which is fantastic. And you know, and if I do drive it normal and not crazy, you know, again, I am pulling about, you know, 35 miles to the gallon and about, you know, what, 450 miles to the tank, which is definitely, you know, fantastic. I mean, honestly, if I'm just driving it normal and going on a long trip and not, you know, driving it too nuts, you know, that's definitely, you know, very ideal right there. And yeah, I've taken on a couple long trips so far. Other than that, kind of just around town, you know, enjoying it with, you know, friends and stuff like that, and kind of enjoying myself. I'm actually about to take it out for a spin right now. Beautiful day out. It's about 80 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. Have the windows down, and I guess I'll get into my one thing that, in my humble opinion, if you were to get a any sort of Mustang, or really any car in general, the one thing I am missing out right here that I'm very sad that I don't have the feature is not even heated seats, just cooled seats. Because again, I won't be driving this in the winter, so I don't really care for heated seats. And you know, you could always throw on a hoodie if you have to, but really the one feature I'm missing out on right now that I'm very sad that I don't have are cooled seats, which just in the summer, you know, it's not, you know, I like having the air on, but I also like driving this car with the windows down, just kind of vibing, and you don't get the most breeze. You know, if it's hot outside, of course, you're not going to cool off having the windows down really. And the one thing I do wish I had was, you know, the premium package where I did have the cooled seats right here. But for what it is, I mean, I can't complain too much. You know, it's fine, I guess. If you guys have any suggestions on how I could make at least the driver's side a cooled seat, you know, whether it's a cover or replace the seat for relatively cheap. I mean, I know, you know, I can go right through Ford and replace these seats for like $3,500, but if you guys have any other cheap, you know, options, definitely let me know down below. It'd be appreciated. So yeah, other than that though, guys, I definitely have to clean this car. I've not detailed the inside yet. You know, 4 months later, it is getting a little dusty and dirty in there. I don't do anything crazy. You know, I do clean the floor mats and stuff when I clean the outside, but it is getting a little dirty and dusty in there. So I should probably detail it pretty soon here, probably before I put it back, you know, in the garage for the winter for sure. And same with the outside. I used to wash this thing about once a week, but been a little lazy lately. And you know, as you guys can tell, it is kind of dirty, and you know, parking it outside right here, is definitely not ideal. You know, there's a tree right above me, and on a rock driveway, so it does kind of suck having to you know, park this thing outside all the time. But I guess I got to deal with it, and it's whatever for the moment. I guess, you know, again, for the in the winter, it's gonna be parked in my garage over at my dad's. But this garage here has all my stepdad's tools and stuff like that, so kind of got to deal with it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all for this video though, guys. Again, thank you all for the support on the first one. It's coming up on like 7,000 views on that first Mustang video, and it's appreciated, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video just as much. I truthfully am really happy with this purchase. I'm very glad I have this car, you know, for the price I got it for, and the looks and how it does look right now, and the plans I have for it. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy with this, since I'd rather just, you know, save all that, you know, hype kind of for a GT when I do get it a couple years down the line. But for now, guys, I'm very satisfied with this purchase, and leave your comments down below, your thoughts. And again, I definitely recommend an Ecoboost. Great car, great gas. You can get great gas mileage when you want, and you can also have fun when you want. So fantastic, guys. I love it. Big fan of it. And yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. Well, thank you guys all for watching. I might maybe do, you know, another update, maybe 1 year or something down the line. You know, 1 year of owning it, and then at that point I'll probably call it quits with the videos. But if you guys have any other suggestions for the Mustang videos, let me know, guys. I'll be more than happy to upload them here and there, you know, once a month. You know, having a Mustang video, I don't think is a problem. So yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for us. See you guys later. Bye, guys. 5% off on your next Lego purchase. Be sure to use code LIFEBrick. That's capital LIFE brick at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. We'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old Lego minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBrick on your next order for 5% off.